y'all, this is All of Destiny. In this video, I will be sharing with you all exactly how I did my half up, half down feed-in braids hairstyle, how I separate the hair, and also how I add in my rope and other accessories, as well as how I dip my ends to seal them. The entire 9. This is a super detailed video. Let's go ahead and get right into it. So I've already done a few braids off camera. I like to get a feel for things before I start recording, but honestly I wasn't even going to record this. I gave a sneak peek to my Instagram story and then some of you all DM me, so I was like, oh, I should be recording this. So this is where we're starting off at. All of the products I use will be in the description box down below. Be gentle and careful when removing the hair ties and all of that from your hair, because you don't want to tangle it up right from the jump, and then you don't have enough hair because you tangled it from the beginning. So the way that I separate out the hair, most of my pieces are pretty much just even. I just kind of like evenly just separate it out. Not evenly to where you're staring so hard at the hair like, does this one match that one? But it's like, just separate them. I get about 10 pieces from one, we'll call it a bundle since we unwrapped it in the beginning, that way you all know what I'm referencing. From those 10, from one of the pieces, I hold that one and I separate out a really small piece. So now I have a really small one to begin with, one that's a little bit thinner than that, and then the rest are about the same size. So parting your hair by yourself, I kind of slide the comb all the way down. You're going to need a mirror to do this by yourself. And then I run some of my sulfur-8 along my scalp. If you have dandruff like me, definitely get some of that. It'll make sure that dandruff won't reappear while you're trying to wear your hairstyle. And then I'm just using my mirror to double check my parting. Once I run that jam along the parting space, I'm able to really perfect my part. So I'm going to separate out a really small piece now because I want to do like a little accent braid. And I'm just doing the same thing with my mirror to double check and get this part as straight as I can. It does take some time to part your hair by yourself, but it's possible to do so. Just make sure whenever I do like a in-depth type of style, I don't do something like this knowing that I'm in a rush. This is like, I got all day to do this. Like, I don't have to move and go anywhere. I want to spend all day on this. So set aside whatever day that is for you to take time to do your hair. So now that we have that little small braid, or no we don't, I messed up. I had to redo it again. I'm only going to feed in one small piece into this braid. Not lots and lots of pieces, because it's a small braid. You don't want it to be as thick as the other ones. Alright, so I kind of position that between my pointer finger and my thumb, and then I swing the other piece around, and I'm just going to braid all the way to the, not necessarily to the end. I just braid down far enough to where I want that braid to stop, but you don't have to braid it all the way since it's going to get joined into the large braid anyway. And again, I kind of stop to double check, because I guess some people know how to braid to where they don't interfere with the other sections and they'll never grab from another section. I'm not that person, so I kind of stop, double check. I'm like, is it straight? Does the braid look neat? And also, did I grab hair from another section? Those are the two reasons I'm using this mirror. Alright, so now that we have the little accent braid, I'm running some beeswax and some jam along both sides of my parting space. I don't really like brush it in or anything, because as I'm braiding, I'm going to smooth that along the braid anyway, now that it's kind of sitting on my root. Alright, so to start off my braid, I separate out 3 sections and I begin braiding them. And once my pointer finger and thumb are together, I'm separating that hair out again. It was too thick for like the second or first piece. Yeah, this is the first piece. So I kind of place that hair between my my pointer finger and thumb. I keep one piece forward because that technique works for me. And then I braid, and I swing that piece around. And that's how it just ends up being tucked underneath the hair. Also, the hair doesn't really tangle too much. I think more so working with 2 textures of hair. So the braiding hair and then whatever your own hair type is. That's where you kind of have to really pull and swing and, you know, get your fingers through it. But this hair is really nice to work with. And this is not a sponsored video, by the way. Okay, so I'm grabbing another piece of hair. I braid. You can see my pointer finger and thumb. I'm placing it right in between that. Keep one piece forward. I braid. And then I swing the other piece around. Braid. Now my finger is back in the same position, placing another piece of hair there. And this is why I kind of said my pieces are about the same as far as the thickness, because if you consider the fact that we've already probably added in, I'm just guessing now, 3 or 4 pieces, the braid is going to get thicker anyway because more hair is being added in. But if you feel that it's not getting as thick as quickly as you would want it to, you take 2 pieces and you combine them together. And I swing that around. It's tucked underneath. And at this point, I'm getting close to where my own hair ends, right? So I reach for some jam. Sometimes I reach for beeswax, sometimes Softee gel, something to really slick and smooth my hair down with the braiding hair. That way it won't like pop out right there and it's like, oh, that's where her hair stops at. And I'm just going to continue to braid. I'm reaching for some more of the Softee, and this really helps to keep the braiding hair nice and smooth. And at this point, you're also not just plaiting the hair. You want this braid to last, so I'm getting in there and really braiding it very well. So we got a better zoomed in clip now. We're going to finish the last one. If you're interested in the length of my hair, more or less, because I am going natural now, so whenever I just feel it necessary, I just kind of snip in my hair, guys. So yeah. Alright, so I'm trying to grab 3 pieces. I start off braiding with my own hair, not for any particular reason. I just haven't figured out how to start right away with the braiding hair. If you know how to do that, you can start off with the braiding hair, but I can't do that yet. Keeping one piece forward, and I braid with that piece added in the back so far. Then you swing the other one around when your hand gets back in that position. Adding in another piece of hair. I don't want to cut this clip. It's in fast motion, but I'm not going to cut it because I like for, if you all want to count the pieces, then you can do so. Swing it around, grab another piece, braid, swing it around. Double checking in the mirror because I would rather check as the braid is progressing versus finishing the entire braid and noticing a mistake. Braid. Now I'm combining 2 pieces again. So I guess it's fair enough to say as I get closer to the nape, I want that to kind of get the braid to start getting thicker, and so that's when I kind of combine 2 pieces. And also this one I also start reaching for either some beeswax, some jam. I put some kind of product on my fingers as I get closer to where my own hair ends to really make sure that I'm sealing my ends into that braid. Do whatever you have to do to get the ends of your hair braided at this point. Yes, okay, done with the back, onto the front. This is what I have on this side. I had to stop and run to the beauty supply store. Definitely stay tuned. I got funnel cake right there. Stay tuned for Sunday's vlog to see my craziness in the beauty supply store looking like this. So I ran out of Softee gel. I had to make a run to the beauty supply store to get more of that. Decided to try this Jamaican black castor oil one. Got some more jam using my favorite edge tamer to make sure that my hair is really laid. And I stopped at Captain D's for funnel cake sticks. Let me know if y'all had those before. So parting my hair the same way, starting with the sulfur-8, the jam, and then I perfect my part once the jam has been applied. Got 2 more packs of the hair also. For a style like this, I would really just suggest you go ahead and get at least 3 packs if you're using the same hair that I've used. If you're using different hair and it's packaged differently, I can't really tell you how many packs you should get. But just get enough so that you don't have to go into the beauty supply store looking, you know, incomplete with your hairstyle. So this is about how many pieces I was able to separate one bundle into. It's about 10. 3 was left over from the previous braid when I had ran to the store. And I think at this point I was just saying basically the same thing I've already said about how I separate the pieces evenly. And for the first piece, I just pick up one of those evenly separated pieces and I take out my small first piece from that. And by taking from that, the other piece will become the second piece, which is also a little bit smaller as well. And then the rest you just grab from the bed. Or wherever you put your hair. Keep it near you though if you're doing this by yourself. So I'm applying some jam. And I'm going to just separate out my hair. I like to make a little part in the front. Someone asked me how I start off, like braiding my hair right at the very edge. That's how I do it. And then I kind of just began adding in the hair. That piece looks thick, but really when you swing it under there nice and tight like that, it's not thick at all. Yeah, and anytime you see me stepping away from the camera, if you watch my previous braiding videos, you know I like to keep that footage in here. That way if you're trying to count my pieces, when you see me step away, you at least know that I'm grabbing hair. I want to make sure that this side matches up with the other side. So we're going to kind of do like a slanted part. Normally I do straight parts just because that's the easiest when parting on yourself. But since I know that this is either going to be in a ponytail or a bun, I want to kind of angle the braid to where it's already going up towards the center, if that makes sense. I'm going to also do 2 slanted parts for my 2 little accent braids. And again, just like the other small braids, only one piece of hair is going to be fed in. And also with the front, I'm using my edge tamer. I didn't waste it all over my entire head. I feel like I can use the jam for that. But in the front, I want my edges nice and neat. So I apply a little bit of that before I braid, and then also perfect it after I'm done, because I feel that by applying some of the edge tamer prior to doing the braid, it's easier to kind of slick the hair back in the direction you want it to go in versus doing your edges at the end and then trying to fit hair into a braid that's already completed. So you don't have to braid these 2 braids to the end because they're going to get joined into the other one anyway. Now I'm just gripping my hair in the front, 3 little pieces, and then I begin braiding that and feeding in the hair the exact same way that I've already explained. So I'm going to just let y'all enjoy some music. How about that? Okay, so I kind of take that back because I was sitting here thinking about other questions you all may ask me in the comment section. I like to basically think of questions as I'm doing a voiceover. So prior to this, my hair was shampooed, conditioned, and blow dried, and I also ran through my straightening brush to get my hair as straight as possible. You can kind of see texture now just from me applying the jam and everything, but yeah, my hair still turns out pretty neat. If you're interested in the products I use for shampooing and conditioning as well, I'll have those as well. I say it like that. I'll have those in my description box down, but everything will be in the description box below. Please read it. I take pride and time in typing my description box, so make sure you check it out, girl. I got you. Finally, she's done. So now I'm just touching up my edges further. I really didn't part to leave out hair in the front. If you all saw my other braiding videos where I kind of, purposely left hair out. As the braids get old, hair will come out in the front anyway. So I don't want to kind of start my hair off that way and then it gets old quicker. So I'm taking some of the foaming foaming wrap lotion by Africa's Best, and I'm going to slap this all over my hair. This is like my most favorite part. It's just, I don't know, I just love it so much. And I went ahead and put my hair in a ponytail at the top since that's how I'm going to wear it. Well, not really. It was hurting to wear it that way, like right away. So luckily I didn't go anywhere really for like 2 days. So I just took the rubber band off to let it hang. Oh, she cute. She is cute or whatever. Not this and that though. So since I only have 34 seconds left of space and snip away at any loose ends, I'm just going to tie my hair up for the night, and then I'll dip it and add accessories in the morning. Since it's already 10 o'clock, I'm just really ready to go to bed. So we'll finish my hair tomorrow. To dip my hair by myself, I boiled some water and then I poured the water into this little pitcher. I also have a towel ready because you're using boiling water. You're going to need to squeeze out the hair. So make sure that your ends are sealed. Since I slept overnight, actually I didn't dip my hair for 2 days, but I didn't have anywhere to go, so I was just at home. I'm taking 3 braids. Since I got 6 in the back, I'm going to dip 3 and then I'll dip the other side. Dip as much hair as you can. If your hair is longer than mine, don't go too far up to where you're dipping your real hair. Come get the towel. Oh, never mind. I got it. I couldn't think for a second. What? So, keep your towel handy. I panicked trying to fix my rumpers so that the sleeve wouldn't fall down, and then I get a comment about it, and then I dropped my towel. So I purchased these accessories the last time. I had 6 braids, but I never ended up using them, so I'm going to use them this time. I have silver and gold accessories, because I couldn't decide which ones I wanted to use. So I was like, let me just purchase them both, and I'll at least have them, and I won't have to go back to the store. I'm just randomly placing these, honestly, just wherever I see necessary. This was my first time using the rope, but you just kind of, you know, cut off what you need and then just kind of wrap it around. There's really no wrong way to do this. You just kind of wrap it, tie it at the end. I double tied mine, and then I'm just going to snip away at the excess, and I'm just going to add in the little clips and rope wherever I see fit to dress up my hairstyle. So that's pretty much how I braided up my own hair. If you all will be trying out this hairstyle, definitely tag me in your pictures. I would love to see them. Share them to my story. Repost you all of that good stuff. So get connected with me on Instagram and Twitter for when I'm not here on YouTube. Especially Instagram, because like I said, I wasn't even going to record this hairstyle since it was new for me. I really wanted to film with something that's just different when you're letting the camera run versus just freely doing something and not focusing on if you're in the frame or not and if you're getting good footage. So shout out to everyone that did DM me saying that you all couldn't wait to see this video, because then I was just like, yeah, you need to record this. Like, they're gonna want to see this. And I'm actually glad that I did, because it turned out really good for my first time. Definitely don't give up and don't quit when you're trying to braid your own hair, even if you have to start over. I definitely had to do a lot of that. Questions and comments, be sure to leave all of that down below. If you like this video and you made it to the end, definitely be sure to subscribe for more videos. Turn on your post notifications. Also, if you like my nails, stay tuned. Nails tutorial coming Monday. Stay tuned for the Sunday vlog. Get your snacks ready for tomorrow. I'll talk to y'all in my next video, and I thank you all so much for watching. So check out some more videos. Oh, let me step to the side. They're going to be over here. Check them out, or they may not even be over there. I don't know. They're somewhere on the screen. Let me get back in the middle in case they're on both sides of me. I don't know where I'm going to put them yet.